Welcome back to another explainer. Today, we're diving into something really fascinating. Kind of a paradox, actually. We're looking at how you can project massive authority without, ever having to raise your voice. We call it the sovereign voice, and it's all about how mastering your internal assumptions literally rewires the way the world listens to you. So let's get right into it. So think about this for a second. Do the most influential people actually have the loudest voices? I mean, picture the absolutely most captivating person you've ever shared a room with. You'll probably notice they almost never force people to listen, right? They don't shout over the noise, they're not waving their hands around trying to get attention. They just start speaking, and the whole room naturally goes quiet for them. That's the exact secret we're unpacking today. Now, for years, we've basically operated on this old, worn-out assumption that confidence equals volume. That you have to rush to get your point across or kind of force your way into the conversation. But true confidence, it really isn't about being loud at all. It's this cultivated state of quiet consciousness. It's rooted in certainty, the power of a really deliberate pause, and just an unshakable calmness. And the best part is, confidence isn't something you're just born with. It's something you actively cultivate. And that brings us to Neville Goddard's theory of inner assumption. It's a simple idea, but honestly, it's profound. The principle is that your outer world faithfully reflects your deeply held internal beliefs and expectations. Meaning, if you silently assume your voice carries weight, life is immediately going to begin to mirror that exact assumption right back to you. It's essentially a fundamental rewiring from the inside out. So today, we're going to work through 5 powerful affirmations based on this theory, and they're designed to gradually, completely reshape your self-perception. But hey, there's one vital rule here. Don't just repeat the words like a robot. You actually have to pause, and you must feel them physically. Because, words without feeling are really just sounds. You have to actually become them. So I'm challenging you right here and right now, as we start this guided journey, step into that confident persona. Don't wait until the end of the explainer. Take a deep breath right now, and let's shift your mindset in this very moment.
Okay, number 1, commanding natural respect.
A lot of people think respect is something you earn by having a booming voice or, a massive list of achievements. But true respect always starts internally, way before anyone ever glances at your resume. So let's say this first affirmation together, nice and slow, and just let it sink in. My words naturally command respect. As you absorb that, try to visualize yourself in your very next meeting, or maybe an interview or a social gathering. Picture the people around you just listening attentively. See them nodding along. Actually feel that quiet certainty that your words absolutely deserve their attention.
Because when you deeply assume that your opinions matter, a literal physical reality takes over. You'll notice your posture naturally changes, your breathing starts to slow down, your eyes become steady. You completely lose that nervous tick where you feel like you have to rush through your sentences. And why? Because you no longer feel this desperate need to convince anyone of your worth. Your body just sort of relaxes into its own authority.
Confident speakers pause comfortably. See what I did there? Allowing a silence like that shows a profound level of trust that your next words are actually worth waiting for. You aren't afraid of the quiet. You're actually using it to command the room.
All right, moving on to number 2, speaking with calm clarity. The speed and cadence of our delivery directly dictate the level of authority we're projecting. I speak calmly, clearly, and with complete confidence. Notice the rhythm of a statement like that. True confidence is almost never fast. It's rich, it's steady. Confident people never chase attention because they just expect it. So imagine every sentence you speak flowing like calm water, totally free of tension, urgency, or that nagging fear of making a mistake.
Just look at the contrast here. Rushed speech is usually driven by urgency and this deep-seated fear of losing the listener's attention. It's like, desperately trying to shout over everyone else in a chaotic Zoom meeting. But compare that to calm speech. It flows effortlessly. There's zero tension, and it articulates every single word with ease. Calmness is so often mistaken for authority, simply because true authority never feels the need to prove itself. It just is.
Next up, number 3, intentional influence.
Look, we all have that subtle internal hesitation that whatever we say is just going to be ignored anyway. It's sneaky, and it quietly sabotages practically every interaction we have. So we're going to rewrite that right now. People value and remember what I say. If you're in a place where you can, close your eyes for just a brief second. Imagine someone genuinely walking up to you and thanking you for your inspiring advice. Imagine them recalling your exact words long after the conversation is wrapped up. Hold on to that feeling for a second. When you actually expect to be heard, your whole communication style upgrades. You stop filling the silence out of sheer nervousness. Come on, we've all been guilty of rambling in a meeting just to avoid dead air, right? But instead of doing that, you transition to speaking with real intention. You deliver communication that carries meaning and lasting influence, because intentional words are the ones that always carry the greatest weight.
That brings us to number 4, warmth and quiet strength.
We really need to completely dispel this myth that gaining authority means you have to sound intimidating or bossy or aggressive. Honestly, that couldn't be further from the truth. Read this one with me. My voice carries confidence, warmth, and quiet strength. If you look at the greatest communicators in history, they flawlessly combine this deep, unshakable strength with a really comforting kindness. Their voices are calm enough to comfort you, but confident enough to totally inspire you. What we're aiming for here is a voice that is deeper in presence, not just artificially deeper in pitch. As your inner world becomes steady, your voice naturally becomes a reflection of that inner peace, instead of constantly broadcasting an inner struggle. And when your voice broadcasts peace, it instantly relaxes everyone who happens to be listening to you. And finally, number 5, assuming the wish fulfilled. This right here is the absolute most crucial step of Goddard's teaching. It's about closing the gap between who you are today and who you want to be. I want you to say this with total conviction. I am the confident person I once dreamed of becoming. You really have to stop affirming for some distant future version of yourself. You must become that version today. Not tomorrow, not next month, today.
Think about it. Saying I will become confident treats confidence as this distant goal, and doing that constantly delays it from becoming your actual reality. But saying I am confident declares a present identity. By walking, thinking, and speaking as this confident person right now, your subconscious just completely accepts it. It simply replaces your old identity entirely. Confidence no longer feels like this thing you're trying to achieve, it just feels like who you naturally are.
Now, let me be clear, these aren't just magic words. This is a deliberate, step-by-step psychological rewiring. Step 1, you repeat the instruction to plant the seed. Step 2, you vividly visualize to water that seed. And step 3, you engage in confident conversation to act as the physical proof that your new assumption is actually taking root.
So what's the big takeaway here? The world simply listens differently when you actually believe in your own voice. So I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to speak with certainty? Take these assumptions, put them into real practice today, and just watch how quickly the room silences for you. Keep learning, keep focusing, and we will catch you in the next explainer.